Alrighty guys, today's video we're showing you they're taking a baseball field. It used to be all dirt and grass outfield, and they are converting it to a turf field. They took it down. They took probably, I'd say, 2 feet of dirt off of this field and then compacted it, rolled it, blah blah blah. First they took out the outfield route about where the warning track is in the foul line. They took that down about 1.5 feet or so, and then they kind of dug these ditches and put in the drain system. And then they continued to take the rest of the field down. Like I said, they took a lot of dirt out. You can kind of see it. There's some over there by that machine and all that hill right there. Anyway, they took it out, moved it around. So now they compacted it all, got it all level. They rebuilt the berm for the pitcher's mound. And down there where the catcher's mound is, okay, they built that up a little bit. Anyway, they're now starting to lay some underlayment. Pretty cool so far. I'll keep you updated. Anyway, this is a varsity high school baseball field. Okay, they're moving right along on this field. They've got the underlayment in. They got all the seams in for all the drainage to, because all those white things I think have holes in them. They're the seams of for all the water to run out and then down and into the actual drain system. And then they cover the whole thing with, it looks like, just drain rock. And let's see over here on the pitcher's mound. They're building it up. And then I guess we'll see what goes next. Okay, so we're on our next stage here. They've got all the underlayment in. They have put these white runners in. I believe those might be so the water goes through the drain pipe or the drain rock that they have out there, and then it goes down, hits that underlayment, hits those white vertical things, and then they can then possibly run down into the drain lines that we had underneath all that went all the way around. But you can see out here that if you remember what the pitcher's mound looked like in home plate, there's at least 8 inches of drain rock there. So they have in there, and then they compacted it. Anyway, kind of a cool process. Obviously, they've got a ways to go. A lot more rock to haul in. Okay, back out at the baseball field. It's been a couple days since I've been out here. They've got all the gravel in. Looks like it's about 10 inches of gravel, river rock on top of that. Now they're putting sand on it and they're packing her down. Okay, we're on, I think, day 3 of them hauling sand. They must be going all the way to the Pacific Ocean to get this sand. Anyway, day 3. So you can see today they actually worked along the fence line with that little compactor, putting sand over. And you can see how they're going here. I mean, they got some big equipment back there. They've done a lot of work here. It's been about 2 months so far. Yeah, they're just slowly moving. That's a lot of sand going in there. There's a lot of round river rock in there. You can see how thick that is right there. It's drain rock, not river rock. But I mean, there's a lot of sand. Guessing most part it's probably 4 or 5 inches of sand. Maybe 2 inches, maybe. They compact it. All right, they got the sand all in. It's compacted in. They put the rollers on it, compacted all in. It's now ready, I think, for the turf. All right, they finally got the sand all compacted in, good to go. Foul line's ready. They started putting turf in. This has been a long process. I'd say 2 months, 3 months in. You can see they put that turf in, they nail it down to the ground somehow, and they weld it together like you would, I'm guessing, like you would a TPO roof, a flat roof on a commercial building, to basically seam it together. They're moving right along on the old turf. They run it out, then they'll cut along that to put in the warning track. They're moving right along, looks pretty good. I'm still not sure how they fasten the seam together. If it's like a heated down or if it's like a snap-in kind of thing, like a flooring thing. Anyway, we're moving right along. That's 2 days into the putting turf out. Well, they got the infield cut in. It looks pretty good. I watched these guys earlier today. I couldn't film because I don't have permission to film guys, or there's kids everywhere out here. But right now, I can tell you that the way they tie these together is they get 5 or 6 guys on each one of those seams. Oh, let me back up. So let's say the left side seam is done. It's in place. They roll the next line, the next roll, out on top of it, upside down. Then they get 5 or 6 guys that match the seam up. They basically pull on it and match the seam up, and they somehow stick it together. If it's a sticky back thing, or it looks kind of like a sticky back thing, kind of there. Did you look at that? That seam, like that overhangs, and then there's a sticky back on the next one that ties it together. Maybe, I don't know. I can't quite figure out how. There's no iron or nothing like that, so it's just sticky back, I guess. But anyway, they flip the next row upside down, and they go through the seam. They stick it together. Excuse me. And then they flip it out, lay it out in place. Like I said, the infill looks like it's done and cut and looks good. And then this outfield, they'll basically go with the warning track here, and they'll lay it out, and then they'll cut the green to match. I'm guessing would be that brownish red color. Anyway, it's coming right along. And you can see they're moving right along. Got the edges out, got the warning track in. Looking good. Working hard. Okay, we're nearing the end. We're into this about 3.5 months. I think they started this in early July, moving the ground. They moved a lot of dirt. Probably about a foot worth of dirt out of this whole field. And then they laid, dug their ditches for the drainage, put in the drain rock and the sand, and I'm talking a lot of sand, a lot of drain rock. I bet well over 100 truckloads of rock and sand. Anyway, they're getting really close. Got foul ball lines are in. They're just finishing up. It's probably gonna be our final one. Anyway, looks pretty awesome. So about 3.5 months here. 3 months to do the prep. I'd say probably 2 weeks. About 2 weeks to put this turf in, get it all done. So about 3.5 months. Couldn't tell you the price. I'm guessing pretty good price. Okay, lines are drawn. They're now taking the spreaders and they're putting all the pellets in it. So you can see this here, that's a spreader. So they fill it full of pellets and then they spread the pellets all over it. Anyway, pretty complex setup here. The final days are spreading the granules out there. Got one machine raking it, or sweeping it. A couple machines sweeping. These other machines, you can see they're dumping just a ton of granules. I don't know if those granules are mainly just to help hold it down for weight. When you run on it, you slide on it, it is more cushiony, that's for sure. Anyway, man, I want to play on this field. This looks awesome. Alright, I think that's going to do us for our video. Baseball field converted to a turf field. Been about 3.5 months. A lot of dirt got moved. A lot of rock and sand got brought in. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.